Have you ever felt so angry that you just wanted to scream, fight, or give up? Now imagine, what if, in that very moment, you chose patience instead? This is the story of a boy who did exactly that, and it changed his whole world. There was once a boy named Ayan. He was like many of us, kind at heart, but quick to lose his temper. At school, he wasn't the smartest student. He wasn't the fastest runner. He wasn't the strongest either. Because of this, other kids often teased him. They laughed when he answered slowly. They mocked him when he failed in sports. Every time, anger would rise in his chest. He wanted to fight back. He wanted to shout. But deep inside, there was also a small voice that told him, "Wait, be patient." Still, patience was not easy for him. When you're young, anger feels powerful. It makes you feel like you're doing something. But patience? Patience feels weak. At least, that's what Ayan thought. One day, something happened that tested him like never before. It was the day of the school science fair. Ayan had worked for weeks on his project. He built it with his own hands, staying up late every night. He was proud of it. But on the morning of the event, something terrible happened. As Ayan entered the classroom carrying his project, a group of boys laughed at him. One of them bumped into him on purpose. His project fell and broke into pieces on the floor. The laughter grew louder. "Look at him! He can't even carry his own project!" they shouted. Ayan froze. His face turned red, his fists clenched. This was it, the moment his anger begged to explode. He could already see himself fighting back, shouting, maybe even hitting them. But then, he remembered something. He remembered his grandmother's words. She once told him, "My child, anger is fire. It burns you first before it burns others. Patience is water. It cools the fire and keeps you strong." Ayan stood there shaking. But instead of shouting, he took a deep breath. Instead of fighting, he quietly picked up the broken pieces. The boys kept laughing, but Ayan stayed silent. The teacher walked in at that very moment. She saw the mess. She saw the boys laughing. She saw Ayan holding the broken project. The room went silent. The teacher asked Ayan what happened. For a moment, he wanted to blame the boys, to expose them, to let his anger speak for him. But he didn't. He simply said, "It fell, but I will try to fix it." The teacher looked at him with surprise and respect. She turned to the boys and scolded them for their behavior. But what she said to Ayan stayed with him forever. She said, "Patience, my boy, is not weakness. It is strength. Today you showed more strength than all of them." Those words struck Ayan's heart. For the first time, he realized that patience wasn't about staying silent and weak. It was about choosing calm when anger could destroy everything. From that day, Ayan started changing. He began to control his temper at home. When his younger brother broke his toy, instead of shouting, he patiently fixed it. When his friends disagreed with him, instead of arguing, he listened. Slowly, people noticed something different about him. He was calmer, wiser, more respected. Even those boys who once laughed at him began to admire him. Years later, Ayan grew into a man people trusted. At work, he became a leader, not because he was the loudest, but because he was the calmest in storms. At home, he became the one his family turned to when problems arose. And all of this because long ago, a young boy chose patience over anger. So, what do we learn from Ayan's story? In life, anger will always tempt us. People will test us. Situations will push us. And yes, it feels easy to explode, to fight, to shout. But remember this. Anger is fire. It burns first inside you. Patience, however, is power. It gives you control, dignity, and respect. It makes others see your strength, not in your fists, not in your words, but in your silence. Next time you feel anger rising, pause. Take a breath. Choose patience. Because sometimes, the calmest choice can change your whole world. Thank you for listening to this story. If it touched your heart, share it with someone who needs this reminder today. And remember, patience is not weakness. It is hidden strength.